Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we are strapping in with a new guest because it has been a few months since we last talked with Alex from WolfSwap. And since that last talk, so many things have changed. From now on, I'm going to talk about it a bit later, WolfSwap is the number one DEX, or not DEX, well, DEX aggregator and app in general on the Cronos chain. More about that later. Also, we've seen, of course, a big resurgence really in the Cronos chain in general, and also we might be heading into altcoin season. But first, a quick introduction now to Alex. Alex, for anyone that's new to you, maybe new to Cronos, who are you and what are you building?
Hello, and thank you for having me. I'm Alex. I am the co-founder of WolfSwap, which is the most used product on Cronos. We are the number one, yes, in terms of users, and that's the loveliest statistics I can ever have. What we do, we are a trading platform, to keep it very simple, and we do reward our users very, very big. That's what we do, and that's our mission every single day, since we wake up until we go to sleep.
And so you have been building for how many years now on Cronos?
I'm building since 2021. WolfSwap is almost 2 years old.
Wow.
Nowadays, yeah, we started from nothing, and now we are the most used product, which is a fantastic achievement for us. But this is the place where I want to double down. We are not stopping, so we are bringing more and more stuffs onto the table because we love to ship and we love to experiment.
Yeah. I also see a big upgrade in camera since our last talk. So you guys are upgrading all fronts. And also I see a lot of people, I think from the Moon fam in the chat here. So welcome to all these lovely people as well. I mean, I think that's one of the strongest parts really of what you guys are building. And I think let's start with one of the products you've been recently launching again, because it's season 2. I'm talking about Amplify. What's really the reason for you guys to build Amplify? And also please explain quickly what it does.
Yes, for sure. And that's one of the subjects that I want to deep dive today with you here. So Amplify, it's our best product to reward our active community. I am a strong believer that a product, a project, a business in Web3 needs its community alongside its own, and it can only grow if the community is growing and earning. And that's Amplify. That's the product that we want to use to reward the real ones, the community that is pushing ourselves on the timelines, on spaces, talking about us. And that's how we can reward them on active and real numbers. That's important. Because most of the projects would just go and launch, I don't know what, leaderboard with botted accounts. No real users earn from those. Zilly campaigns or the other stuff like that, the pain.
Yeah.
I don't want that for my community. I want my community to win and earn on Cronos with our internal tool, which is Amplify.
Okay, so all you got to do, right, is you tweet and you get, I think, bonus points if you mention Moon, WolfSwap, or I think also 212, if I'm correct there. Yeah, okay. So guys, don't forget the 212 inclusion there, of course. And you have to paste it on Amplify and that's it, right? Or do I miss anything?
Yes, so you have to tweet, you have to go to Amplify, wolfswap.app, Amplify tab, and submit your tweet there. It's
okay.
This simple. After 36 hours, we will reward you based on the tweet engagement interactions, of course. Here is a big thing. We want to reward everyone. We do give bonuses for certain keywords or certain phrases used in the tweet. Like, for example, WolfSwap, Moon, Wolf, or whatever, or 212, Crowfam, and this type of stuff. So we want to welcome every single content creator, but of course we're gonna give bonuses for the ones talking about us, because why not? It's something that we build and we are putting a lot of rewards for it.
Well done. I'm just quickly checking the chat. If somebody is saying that, well, Eastern Europeans and crypto, I'm in. They know what they're doing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you've been to a few like meetups, right, with other builders from Romania, and there is, I think, quite a vibe there because, you know, building over there How is the crypto scene in Eastern Europe?
It is very good, to be honest. A lot of developers are from Romania, even in big projects. Even the co-founder of Ethereum is Romanian, if you believe it or not. And the crypto scene, we have a lot of crypto meetups, especially in Romania because of Multiverse 6, as it is Romanian, and it formed a big hub of crypto people here. In terms of Cronos, there are not many, but with my presence in conferences, I managed to attract 2 builders so far, which are very, very good ones, and I hope I can bring some more.
Because that's also what you try to do, growing the Cronos chain. And while we're talking about that subject, so you guys are now like the #1 dApp on Cronos. I think that's both something you can celebrate, but also there's a danger there, because from this point onward, it's hard to grow even more. How are you guys approaching that?
Well, in 2 ways. One, it's pointless to be #1 if we are the only one winning. We do have a responsibility. I do have something on my shoulders. I need to bring value to the chain, because if the chain grows, I can grow as well from here. It's that simple. I need to make the chain grow so I can grow more. I don't want to sound philanthropic or use any fancy keywords, but that's the truth. From #1, where you can grow more, only if you grow from outside. And that's why you're gonna see me a lot in external spaces, from big names from outside of Cronos, trying to bring people in. And second, I do want to bring builders from Romania, because I know how good they are and how passionate they are about what they are building. For example, the Liquify guys, they are amazing developers, and they bring a lot of value now to the Cronos through their lending and borrowing platform. The VAM guys, those guys earn a lot of prizes with their business in Dubai, in Asia, in all of these places, and now they are coming to Cronos and build on Cronos. That's an amazing achievement that I managed to get. I don't know, it was luck, but I was there and I had the opportunity to get them here. Now, yeah, we do have one of the biggest community, which I always be thankful and proud about what we have built so far, but we need to grow even further. That's #1 position is very dangerous. Yeah, it's hard to get on it. It's easy to lose it. And where do you get more? Only by going in external and bring more people in.
Yeah, and talking about that, so since we last talked, there have been quite some updates to the Cronos chain itself. So we have seen gas fees reduced by 10x. We have seen the block time increased. And I think that's also the hurdle to come to Cronos becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And also, I think recently we did see a big increase. I'm talking mainly about the end of August. I think also a few Chinese community members came into Cronos, started discovering it for the first time. But we also ran into some issues regarding the RPC, so really infrastructure. Do you think that the infrastructure for Cronos is ready yet for that next leg up?
That's a good question. I don't think this is a tricky one. I don't think we will ever be ready without going there.
True that. True that.
In tech, you need to have a fail-fast approach, as in, okay, we grew so far, we never tested it. After that, what's gonna happen? We will never know what's gonna happen. I do hope to see 100x on the Cronos numbers and the RPCs to fail. I would love to see them fail every single day. That means that we are growing. But yeah. Leslie, I know that Leslie is a very good guy over there, and I think their team is very professional in what they do, so they can handle the pressure. We just need to give them the pressure.
Exactly. By the way, for anyone just coming in today, this is not the AMA with Mirko. We've been talking about Mirko as the head of Cronos Labs. Today, this is not Mirko. Mirko looks a bit different. I don't know actually how old Merkel is, but I think he looks a bit younger than you, but it might be just the face. I don't know. But the AMA will be also co-hosted by WolfSwap, so you're gonna hear these guys a lot more. So yeah, good to already get to know to them. I got a question here by Pete. A key question for Alex is, what is it about Cronos that persuaded him to select this chain to build on?
It's truly about being present for so many years on Cronos since 2021. I've started on 2021 to build on Cronos for CrowFam. Managed to gather a community together around me, and it was that. I mean, having a community to ship products to build value, it's much more. It's a good feeling, and that was the initial thing why we chose to build on Cronos. Then, of everyone knows, we expanded to Polygon, Abstract, Katana, all of these chains that we managed to capture a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of connections. That's important. And in this summer, we decided, okay, it is the moment where we will say that we double down on Cronos, period. And that's what we did. And that's something that made us to be the #1 product on Cronos, because we were managing to gather all of the efforts that we were pushing on other chains to push on Cronos.
I hope Peter actually answers your question. I see some more questions. The guys are warming up now. New guy was asking, what's the coolest feature you've added lately to keep traders hooked? And how is it impacting swap so far?
Everyone loves the season airdrops, monthly airdrops. Last month we had the record in prices, in almost 15K. And this time, I think we are approaching 20K in rewards for this season. I think that's a very big incentive to use WolfSwap. I mean, that's our key, that's our signature. But also mystery boxes are flying lately, and the prices are juicy. Actually, breaking news, blah blah blah. We just introduced loaded lions like 1 hour ago, over $1,000 in NFT value. You are able to earn that by trading on WolfSwap. So we are always trying to bring new stuff, bring new prizes, not to hook them, but to provide value, something back, because you are already trading on Cronos. Why to not earn prizes? And we are providing those prizes.
Is that also why you're wearing the hoodie today with the lion?
You noticed it.
Yeah, I was thinking, why aren't you in Korea? I've seen all the plushies go to Korea, and is there anything that crossed your mind to go to the Korean blockchain week, or far away?
I would have gone, man, but 20 hours, it's a bit tough, to be honest, for me right now. It's a bit tough. It's a bit far. 2 kids, it's life can get a bit tough.
yeah, priorities there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would want to meet them, and I think I'm coming to the conferences that we're gonna have in Europe later this year. And I know that Mirko also said that he's going to Croatia.
Yeah,
that's like 2
first,
hours. Yeah. That's like 2 hours flight from me, so I think I'm gonna be there.
Okay. Do you know when it is? Because I might also be able to come.
13 October, 1 November.
Okay. Let's see. Busy time of the year for me as well. That might be near the end of the bull market, or we don't know, of course. That's the big question. I do think that things are heating up during those days. So anyways, I think we also asked a question, I think, on Twitter. And I think what I see a lot, guys, is questions about the Wolfies. And yeah, it's cute. I see a lot of cute pictures already on Twitter. But maybe first, Alex, could you introduce a bit more? What's the Wolfies?
Oh, yes. So I'm thinking that Jujuki, my main VD guys, always tells me that I'm a bit techie. So I'll try to be a more degen this time with the explanation. We are fixing the #1 problem that NFTs do have currently today, which is being liquid. When you want to trade, you always require to have a counterparty to buy your asset. Well, we are fixing that with Wolfies. We launch Wolfies, and from the beginning, we are backing those Wolfies with Moon. On the long run, we are buying more Moon of the market to back those Wolfies even more. Value continually going up. Ideally, that's how we tie the NFTs with the business success. If the business will be successful, if WolfSwap will generate revenue, you're gonna increase the value of the Wolfies. So, in a nutshell, Wolfies are the official NFT collection of WolfSwap, an utility collection, but also they will give some degen rewards on Amplify, or seasons, on our gamification structures. I hope
I'm bringing up some pictures for the people so they can see what the Wolfies are all about. I see here a collection on the screen quickly of a picnic, I think a Wolfie with a guitar and a turd. So very, very, very few different traits it seems. So will there be like more or less ultimate collection items as well there? Like the very rare ones?
Oh yes, and I think you can remember. I have some traits in mind right now, and I think the OGs from Cronos will remember the gold poo on the head from the Mad Meerkats. We have some diamond skins. We have the one-on-ones are beautiful. I want to say that we went on a different route. Each one have its own pose, its own characteristics. So it's a utility collection from a DeFi, from a tech guy like me. But we did put a lot of effort in bringing a lot of aesthetics to them, to look good, to feel good, so everyone can use them proudly on their PFP.
Okay, yeah, good stuff. Just to quickly get back to that mechanism of you guys, and there Cam goes. Still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Going back to really that mechanism where you basically back the Wolfies. If it's getting hot, guys, this is trapping in here. No, but going back really to that mechanism with the Wolfies and the Moon, is it kind of like the retro 404 that Push is using, or is it different?
What's different is that we are burning the NFT. So when you want to play, you have to burn the NFT. I'm sorry, you can't have them both.
It's gone forever then.
Forever and ever.
Ah, okay. So not being locked, it's okay. And have you already shared the amount of NFTs that are going to be minted?
5,212.
Okay.
We're gonna mint. There will be a whitelist and a public mint. Obviously, the price will start at $36 from $36 to $40 in CRO or USDC. These are the options. The final price in CRO will be 1 day or 2 days before.
Okay, and how do you get whitelisted?
True. The biggest one, the easiest one would be through Amplify. If you are active on Amplify, you're gonna get whitelisted. Trust me. We will gonna have some more based on WolfSwap XP, based on different criteria or game nights in the Discord, but the primary one will be Amplify.
Okay, so start using Amplify, guys, and you can get discount and early access rate to that Wolfie. So interesting. While we talk about NFTs, you also got a different collection, and I'm probably one of the only people that still use ZK EVM on a somewhat daily basis. What's happening on that front? That's still remaining, or
no? The Wolf will remain. The only change that we're gonna make to them is that we are gonna bring them home to Cronos.
Okay.
That's something that will go hand in hand with Wolfies, meaning that until end of October, I don't want to put a date because it's gonna be a crazy month. Until end of October, we do want to bring Wolf token on Cronos. So that way, everything will be around Moon token on Cronos, and everything will be on Cronos.
Well done.
ZK discussions are always a bit sensitive. It was what it was. It is what it is. But now we want to make sure that we are bringing all of the assets on Cronos because it's much more easier to understand.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I was talking also about the upgrades in a recent video, and they're actually going to do quite some big changes also to ZK EVM going forward. So it's not like they're leaving it behind, but I get it. Like Cronos is the main chain, and I think will remain to be for at least a time being. But I think one of the interesting upgrades that is coming now to also Cronos EVM with the upcoming testnet upgrade is, for example, I think it's called Paymaster, so EIP 7702. Is that also? So I think it's working already on ZK EVM. Is it something you're also going to explore on EVM as well?
Yes, it's a big one actually. So it do bring sponsored transactions, meaning that we will be able to, I don't know, give you 10 transactions without pay gas from our side. For example, if we would have this at the mint, it would be much more easier to onboard because people wouldn't need gas fee to do that. Unfortunately, it's not going to be live until then, but just as an example. But that upgrade will also bring social login, and also is the first step into the sessions, smart sessions. That means that with one click at the beginning, you will be able to trade on WolfSwap without signing transactions every time on the wallet. We have this live on Base and on Abstract, and it's game changer.
Okay, so it's being used a lot also on different chains. I didn't even know that Abstract and Base had that one, but it's of course every Ethereum-based chain can do this. So
yes,
makes
they
sense.
can. Now that Ethereum have it, and we'll have the phase 2 is gonna happen. I think on December 2nd they decided to upgrade Ethereum, and after that the sessions will come into play. Right now it's not yet possible. But on Base, for example, Reown, which we are working with, they made it through their own package. And on Abstract, it's the Abstract Global Wallet, their own wallet that can make this happen.
Okay. I'm quickly scrolling through all the questions because we also had a lot of questions on Twitter as well, or X, guys. If you ever follow me and Alex on Twitter, because sometimes we do some crazy stuff, and also we did mention that the best question can earn something here, and I think we got an interesting one here from Jaws. Question to Alex for tomorrow. Is expansion to other chains for both Moon and WolfSwap products still on the priority list moving forward? I'm conscious that we are very reliant on Cronos right now.
We will expand wherever it will be a reason to expand. Right now, yes, we do have one on the table, to be honest, on Abstract. I can say now, because it passed, the plan was to make it yesterday, but then the market decided to crush my plans. So it's going to happen, but I don't know when. When the markets will come back, we will sure make.
Okay.
On Abstract, it have a reason because right now we can't reward the Abstract traders. Abstract Global Wallet doesn't accept other chains' assets. So it is a reason to have Moon there.
Yeah, quickly while we're talking about Abstract, I think one of the unique selling points back then was the streaming culture really of Abstract. Now we have seen Pump Fun going forward with streaming. How is your feeling about the whole streaming thing happening now, just from you as a user, but maybe also as a builder?
I don't think it's something that it's gonna be more and more seeing on the crypto. And for me, it was a game changer when I discovered Abstract streaming and I saw how people interacted with WolfSwap. I can say that you can clearly see the difference before going to Abstract, the way WolfSwap looked, and after, because we optimized a lot based on that. We saw what the traders needs. We saw where people are going into the platform to trade and what actions are they doing only because of the streaming. So for us, it's changed a lot. And how I like to say is that we streamified WolfSwap after that. Where the industry is going, I think it's gonna grow even further, but not to the way Pump Fun is doing today. You need strong filtering.
Yeah, that's a good one. We have seen so much rubbish really on the platforms, but yeah, it's hard to stop because it's the internet, and also, yeah, you don't want to be the police 24/7 as well. But yeah, I get it. It's truly an issue there.
I mean, Twitch is doing it. Why to not learn from what Twitch is doing it, Kick or other streaming platforms, and just apply the same rules? I know Fun is allowing because it attracts eyes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got a question here by Samurai. Do you guys like run a roadmap for 2026 or this year?
I don't like roadmaps. I don't. We are building whatever our users need.
Also keeps you flexible, right? Because if like a big mind shift changes, you can adapt on the go.
Yes,
Okay.
obviously. There are some requests, and look, there are some gaps right now on Cronos. I always tell this: Cronos is a very big opportunity land for builders. There are many niches that are untapped. It requires liquidity, a lot of liquidity, but it can be done. For example, money market, Aave. There is no such. There is Tectonic, which is closed. Closed as in you can't get on Tectonic from a community perspective. There is the NFT lending scene, as in the way Blur is doing it, where there is the MMA style, like you can access liquidity instantly with your NFTs on Blur. Why to not be able to do it on Cronos as well? And there are more niches which builders can tap into, or we can. But for now, we have 4 products this year. For us, it's enough. I said, okay, it is the moment where we have to solidify every single product that we have. After, we can talk about another product. But there is a lot of opportunities for builders to come and build.
Yeah, true. But also, I think you mentioned NFT lending there by Blur. We have seen Obsidian Swap now integrate the NFT lending, and from what I see, like user-wise, it's not being utilized much. I think it also kind of depends on if the NFT rate is going to return. And sometimes we need like a little bit of a spark. Maybe the Wolfies can bring some more activity regarding, NFTs. But so far, also the floor price, I expected like the floor price of the Loaded Lions, right? The main collection still would say of Cronos to rise with Cronos, but still it's, you mentioned it's somewhere above $1,000. So it's not like going to the roof.
Because it's not tied with the business, it's priced in USDC. And the platform, it's not what 2025 needs.
No. Yeah.
It's simple as that. It's simple as that. But there is chances to get it on track. The team is active. I see them. The Loaded Lions team is amazing. Managed City is doing amazing. And now that we see all of these events going together with Loaded Lion, with Managed City, which is flagship for Loaded Lions, I do think we're gonna see an increase in Loaded Lions. But a Crow pump doesn't affect them because it's not priced in Crow.
True that. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe people take profit in USD and then buy the Loaded Lions, but that's clearly not happening yet. I do see a question here from Dusk. Hey, Alex. How are we going to keep boxes from gaming the Amplify system? I think bots. Any bot systems to prevent the gaming the system?
So we obviously have, but we spend more time into finding ways to reward the real ones, other than how do we penalize the bad ones. That's why we have a lot of bonuses. For example, the biggest bonus, it starts from the beginning with if you are having a verified account or not on X. It's easy, and it's something that any serious one that wants to create content needs to have, because if not, Elon is just gonna nuke your account.
Yeah, I still don't know what I think about the whole paid thing for Twitter. It's helping for monetization, so I guess it's something. But I kind of like the old Twitter as well before Elon. But well, let's not go in that direction. Let me quickly check if I have a different question, because I saw.
I do miss the NFT PFP, to be honest.
Yeah, what happened with that one?
That's a good, just Flash, I guess. He just said no, and there we go. that was an amazing utility on Twitter, and Elon changed it. But I think they are gonna come back after US, and now that we see with Trump and Truth Social, which, by the way, I think you made an account as well, right?
Yeah, just to check it out. But again, it's really made for people living in the US so far mainly. Also, the paid subscription is only for people in the US, so it's also for American patriots. So if like you and me, we are European users, I'm like, not my platform yet.
But there is a chance they can make it.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we're gonna have a platform to play with our NFTs and our packs.
I would support that. But also, I think the thing about platform is that where the user base is and where the user base remains, that's also where activity is typically. So the crypto Twitter as a whole would kind of have to move over to Truth Social. It might happen. I think X has a serious issues, honestly. But yeah, let's see.
You know what the funny fact is that we do have over 65% of the traffic on WolfSwap from America, which is amazing given the fact that Cronos is a Hong Kong-based one, and there is a lot of UK people on Cronos. So that tells a lot.
I see the same. Like statistics from YouTube, I think when people are watching this, at least 60% is from the US, and only a small part is from Europe. And Asia is even smaller. That's also, I think, why it's interesting that the team is from Hong Kong and they're now in Korea. So it's really interesting that they focus on these markets to grow as well. Yeah. By the way, today they also launched like Crypto.com Korea with Lions, so maybe also potential growth market there.
I would definitely. I mean, we can see that in Budget Penguins that there is a market there for IP brands. Of course, Budget is at another level; they are playing it perfectly. But Cronos tapping into it do show us that they are ready to tap into that market.
I'm quickly reading some questions again. Peter's asking, is Alex able to share about any developments in place for new features? So yeah, Pete, he just talked about not having a roadmap, but maybe anything else, Alex, that we can look forward to?
The focus on the next quarter would be around Moon. Wolfies will be around Moon. The products that we have on the market right now are focused around Moon, but we're gonna make it even more. Compounder, for example, we are trying to make Compounder work on a more automatic based. Right now we are doing 50% of the revenue buybacks to Moon, but we are trying to make it. Why not to make it through the LP of Moon to help the ecosystem even further? We need liquidity. We need to allow bigger traders to come in. So that's one of the ways that we are experimenting. Wall Street is gonna receive a big upgrade in terms of Moon. So we are trying to simplify our ecosystem from the bottom up through Moon. If you want, the simplest way to enter WolfSwap will be to buy Moon. If you want more PFP or whatever, you can go either to Wolfies, either to Wolf, which is higher value, but it's a 404, so it can go faster in value. So we are trying to play with this concept, but we want to make it as simple as possible. If you want to enter, get your Moon and get on the Discord. That would be it. That's our mission in the next quarter. Then 2026, we have, who knows, we have two products on the roadmap on internal node to build, and that would be it.
Okay. He's not spilling all the alpha yet. Maybe in the next month. Let's see if you can see more info next month, guys.
Wolfies will bring a lot of excitement. The Wolfies will bring a lot of excitement. We are focusing on two main powers that NFTs bring to us. One, yes, it is a brand recognition. I mean, right now we already have 300 marketing materials with our mascot, which goes hand in hand with our NFT. Surprise, surprise. We prepared this from January. And then the second is going to be, we want to incentivize people to use it as a PFP. That brings us a lot of trust in the brand itself. So this is our focus on the Wolfies. And the third one is that it will be highly beneficial for Moon, because each Wolfie will basically lock Moon into a contract until the owner decides to burn the Wolfie and claim the Moon. But that will make the NFTs more scarcer and more high valuable. So we want to play with this, and everything will be around that.
Yeah, I think especially what you mentioned regarding, hey, if this would become like the chosen NFT or chosen PFP for many users, we've seen the power really of penguins, how many people use those. Even Van Eck has been using the Pengu NFT as their profile picture. So it can be a serious tool to also go outside of the Cronos bubble, because I think that's what you mentioned earlier. We need to grow also the ecosystem, and therefore, if we grow the ecosystem, we can also see potential new users to WolfSwap. That makes sense.
Eventually, it's gonna be better for everyone if we can bring new users in. And I can tell you that I had a stream, I had a space last week with Chillpill. I don't know if you know him, but he's big in InfoFi. We had like 120 people in the space, and Amplify grew with like 70 people. So
wow.
we bring a lot of people from that space alone to Amplify, which is the first step to join WolfSwap ecosystem, and in the background, Cronos at the end of the day.
Yeah, and also just the first, you get rewarded the Moon, so you can get easily into the ecosystem with Moon, free Moon, and if you like it, you can decide to buy more if you want to. So I think it's a good way to get into the ecosystem.
And the theory is that Moon is bought on the market. So
yeah, and talk about Moon. Samurai Arcade is asking, are you still looking for potential listings? I think always a question high on the list.
Obviously, yes. I want to expand. I want to. I can't lie. I can. No fun. Look, here is the trick. We can talk openly about listings, but we all want to expand our ecosystem further. It's obviously that's why we are building to grow. I'm obviously looking for listings. Until now, there was no point in doing one on our own or other entities. Now that we are getting on a, who knows, maybe bull run or whatever, maybe they will come. Who knows? But keep an eye out on WolfSwap profile in the next period.
Okay, guys. Yeah, Samurai Arcade is asking CDC next, but maybe we'll see. We will see, of course. Yeah, but you guys got a listing right now on CoinMarketCap, right? You guys started a whole campaign for that, so you can fight Moon on CoinMarketCap. So
everywhere right now, I think Moon is literally everywhere. We also have on DBank an official, a verified official account that is pretty heavy to get one. CoinMarketCap, CoinGap, or DBank, everywhere. We have placed Moon everywhere, and now it is time to work on it. I think, I don't know if you saw, but we had 6 steps in order to change the whole narrative of Moon. And we started with 4 staking vaults. We now have 1 that earn Moon. That means a 75% reduction in how you can earn Moon on the staking vault side. Right now, there are only 2 ways to earn Moon: staking vault with 45% APR and yield farming, which is also helping the token in liquidity. So we changed the narrative a bit from being a reward token to now being a power horse behind so many things.
it's honestly the changing narrative of being a reward token. That's the hardest part. So if you guys can successfully, switch that narrative, I think it could be an interesting token at least to follow. But guys, again, no financial advice. It remains crypto, so I cannot recommend to buy, or I cannot recommend to stake. It's something to check out for yourself, of course.
Nothing is 100% in crypto. Whatever can happen. The beauty of this is that everyone can make their own research. I'm available 18 hours per day in Discord, mostly on Twitter. DMs, yes, but I don't like them. I honestly don't like the system that Elon put there.
It's the worst. But honestly, guys, I'm crypto full time, but these guys, they are still surprising me with like this upgrade, the new changes to the vault. It's like I can't keep up. So it's honestly quite crazy. You guys got some interns, right? And they are also locked up in the vault somewhere, working 24/7. So you have to give them some food sometimes.
Legally, I can't admit that. No, we are 22 in the team right now.
Wow, big growth.
Yeah, we grew a lot in the last period of time, and yes, we do have 3 interns right now working at WolfSwap. So it's not only one. That's why sometimes DMs are getting missed, because there are so many things happening behind the scenes. We have so many things going on at the same time. It's not an excuse, obviously, but it's just so people can understand the magnitude that we want to go all in the next period. I do think that it's the moment with Trump, with Cronos, how Cronos is aligned now in terms of crypto.com, in terms of support from there, in terms of the Cronos status with gas, with the speed. I think we do have the recipe now. It just waits for something to click, just to gain that momentum that it needs.
Absolutely. I think the momentum is here. So if you want to build, guys, not only for WolfSwap, but also in general, this might be the time to strap in. Also, we've got a question here by Christian. I think, guys, Alex has to go soon. But Crow could use a social file like the Arena or Pump Fun. Would you say that like Wall Street is already a good competitor to Pump Fun in that sense on Crow?
No, I don't think we are. Not that I don't think we are not gonna compete on the same niche. Now we saw how what are people looking into token launchers, and we want to make sure that we align with that on Cronos specific. Pump Fun on Solana works with the streaming because there are a lot of users already. We don't have that on Cronos. We don't have that big amount of users. And one mistake that I made with Wall Street was that it was not aligned for the users. It was aligned for the concept. Now we are making it aligned for our community, for the users, and what Cronos actually needs today. And that's not a streaming platform, because there are not people here for a streaming platform, but a platform to onboard new users.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Also, on that front, I got a question about Pete saying, does Alex have any plans to introduce some how-to tutorials to make trades on WolfSwap for new people? And we're trying to onboard new people as well. It would be very handy. I've seen, for example, you guys work together with CoinHub to create some videos. I think those were really cool. Any more plans like that?
Well, it's always a tough. I'm not a good educator, so I have to contract or to have others doing it. I'm the worst explainer possible.
You got the cam, but
yeah, I'm a good speaker. This is also learned from the dozens of spaces that I did and podcasts. But yes, it is one of the things that I want to improve, because even the ones that we do have in our community maybe don't know about certain features, and that's a lose for me, because people do not take advantage of the full product that it's on the market.
Yeah, I think it's hard, because like I'm used to it. So for me, it's hard to really explain it to new users. What's hard about it? It's like, hey, we've got token number swap, and you have to, of course, click on accept. But yeah, if you're new, it might be scary. It might be, oh, what am I doing? I can lose my tokens. Yeah. Anyways, I heard you had to go, Alex. So maybe any final thoughts for today or for the community?
Yeah, for sure. Look, if you are new to Cronos, do join the communities that makes you feel good, that you can have fun, and I hope you will find your place in the WolfSwap Discord in our pack. We try to reward the real one through Amplify, and you can start from there. It's nothing. It costs nothing. It just takes a bit of your time, 5 minutes per day. But if not, Wolfies is gonna change the narrative on Cronos on 7th of October. It's gonna be a crazy mint. So if you want to take part, be there. Thank you very much for hosting me, my man.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and thanks for also sponsoring the channel. Helps me as well a lot. So thank you very much. Yeah, we'll talk again in the future. So guys, don't forget to give a follow to the WolfSwap account on X, and also you have a personal account, Axel DeFi. What's yeah, something like that. Check it out, you guys. And again, thank you so much. We'll talk again later.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.